interventions would include music.
I'm trying to picture it. So could you paint that picture for me?
Yeah, maybe I could just say a little bit on that. I think without a doubt, it's definitely the element of music itself. I think it's safe to say that music is so relatable, Everyone relates to music, For other conventional therapies, you probably need to be verbal in order to participate and engage in your session or even to see some progress and some sort. But for music therapy, it's suitable for people who are verbal and non-verbal. And because music itself, it is a medium of communication. So it is so powerful, like even non-verbal people that can also participate in that. Like there's this famous quote, it says that you probably have heard it, says that where words fail, music speaks. So this is where, music therapy is like, wow, it's so inclusive, like it's so relatable, and it's fun and safe. Yeah.
Okay, so having heard what you said, non-verbal, verbal people, could you give us a rundown of how this therapy would work? Like very briefly, like, okay, I walk in the door, do you then ask me what am I going through, like in a regular therapy session, and then you play the music? Or I'm trying to picture it. So could you paint that picture for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Sandra, do you want to take this?
Yeah. So it depends on the age group and the population. If let's
Okay,
say,
what about someone like me? Let's go with me, right? So I have trouble sleeping. I focus on that. When you said insomnia, I'm like, oh, I do have sometimes. I do suffer from it. So how
Right.
would you deal with me, for example?
Okay, so convention therapy, depending on what therapy is usually domain specific. Like counseling would address like mental health, and like speech therapy would address like speech difficulties caused by medical disorders and things like that. So, but if you come in with a music therapist, we would still like take your assessment. So we will have an intake report, and we'll assess why and try to figure out what is going on.
Okay.
And our interventions would include music. So I give you an example, like do you know what CBT is? Cognitive behavioral therapy.
Yeah.
So they would go usually if you have like symptoms of anxiety and stress, they would ask you to practice deep breathing, which is actually a method that I was going to talk about later on. But with music therapists, like we would try to facilitate the deep breathing either with recorded music or actually with live music, so that we can assess your breathing at that time and have the music together with you. And so if you're breathing really fast, we will play something which is at your tempo, and we will control your breath by slowing it down slowly.
Oh, so like a beat tempo control.
Okay.
Right, because radio can't do that.
No, we can't.
Not at all.
I mean, recorded music can't do that. So this is why you have to have a music therapist. So we are specifically trained in psychology and music.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Now, how does it help when it comes to children, especially people with special needs too? Like, how would music therapy help?
Yeah, I think there is such a market in Malaysia for music therapy for children with special needs. And the number one thing that we see, that how music can help with children with special needs, that, it's, for me, I think as a music therapist, it's easier to see that, it's a way for me to, enter their world. It's hard, for people that probably it's hard to to see, how can I actually enter a world of children with special needs? But with music, we are able to connect with them, and music has a way, to help them in their developmental journey. So what are we seeing? We're seeing like skills like social skills, like communication skills, like speech and language, motor skills, emotional and cognitive. These are all huge elements in children with special needs, and music therapy is able to help them to enhance their skills in our sessions.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're mentioning that music therapy is for those with special needs and whatnot. We were doing our research and we found out that you guys are, I think, the only one in Malaysia that provides this type of service. It's called Heartbeat Recording Services for end-of-life patients and their families.